How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about should you summon for the newest Blazing Festival, HASHIRAMA, and I'm over here on JP because we're not going to be doing summoning on it, but I am going to be looking at the banner and just talking about the unit itself as well. So if you saw my earlier video today about HASHIRAMA and Madara, then you know what is up, but we're going to be jumping deeper into that because the translations came out after I uploaded that. So if you still don't know what the unit does, then we're going to go ahead and be focusing on him more here. And I just want to say, I'm actually liking it. The HASHIRAMA and the Madara, I'm really liking what they're doing, and that's really cool. So first of all, before we go ahead and jump into the banner and talk about whether you should summon, I'm going to go ahead and do, like I said, the translations. I'll put the link in the description down below for the user. He's a really good person in the community for this type of stuff, and I appreciate his work. So let's go ahead and look at that, then we'll jump in and I'll tell you my thoughts on the banner because you might actually be surprised this time around for what I'm thinking towards it. Alright, so looking at HASHIRAMA, you guys already know the health, the attack, all that stuff. I showed it in the other one. He does have a small range, so that is why his attack's so high and his health as well, which I guess I am fine with, although it's a HASHIRAMA, so I was imagining it would be a little bit of a bigger range, but I mean, I get it, kind of. So for the field skill, he does boost attack by 200 and 250, and he does recover health, which is good, because I was speculating that he might have some type of healing. It is only when he's out on the field, though, so buddy healing, he's not going to have any, unfortunately, but his field skill does boost the attack as well, and then recovers health 250 to 300, so it's kind of like the Stage 6 Pass Naruto all the way back in the day with that kind of, but alright, there we go. So, and then buddy skill boosts critical rate even more by 3, so that's pretty good. You can stack it with KCM Naruto, boost attack by 250, and yeah, there you go. So it's just focusing on attacking really. And then when it comes to his ninjutsu, it is 5 times damage. It's only one enemy, like I said in my video earlier, and it changes their element to bravery for 3 turns. So I think that this man is going to be a very good unit for that, because we do have Tamari, and she's a really good wisdom unit to go ahead and switch the typing, but she is a 510 if I'm not mistaken, and on top of that, she's a free-to-play unit that we might not get back for who knows how long in a Phantom Castle. So when it comes to this dude, he's actually pretty good for that. He changes it for 3 turns similarly to Sasori, but you can use this HASHIRAMA to get the wisdom only objectives, which is very important over Sasori. Same thing applies to Kushina and then Omoi. When it comes to switching the typing skill, you have one that fits with the objective, and that's what this HASHIRAMA is kind of for there, which is really good. Also gives you 20% damage increase towards enemy with elemental advantage, so that's really good. So this man's going to be doing a lot of damage. It's kind of similarly to Kaguya in that aspect, that you get a damage boost, so I think that that's going to be very, very good. And because you're switching the typing as well, that means you're always going to have a benefit against that if you're bringing this HASHIRAMA. Then for his secret technique, ignores sub and damage reduction, which is really good. Deals 18.5, which is really good damage, a big jump from the first ability. 3 times as much pretty much, and it does single target, of course, and it gives you a 30% damage increase of elemental disadvantage for 6 turns. So yeah, this HASHIRAMA, man, he's all about damage. He's just, oh my goodness. So from what I can tell by just looking at this HASHIRAMA, if he's all about damage and his abilities focus on immobilization, jutsu, and chakra recovery resistance, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you can take Kakashi, 3rd anniversary Kakashi, on the raid and you should be fine, because I don't know how much damage this HASHIRAMA does, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure that Kakashi with 90% bravery boost should be able to handle it even better than this. But of course, on the extra effect that he's gonna have for the raid, he'll do even more. Now his sync skills, if you sync with Konoha, you do get damage reduction, and the same for the syncing with Sinju and short range, so that's pretty good. It does make him a tank, so they did kind of implement a lot of the things I wanted for this unit. They just did it in interesting ways, which I'm fine with. And then for the abilities, we already talked about that in another video. He has chakra recovery, mobilization, jutsu ceiling resistance, and then he has a lot of critical damage, which is really, really good for damage. So this man, he's an all-around good unit, actually. I really like him, and because he switches the typing and gives himself damage boosts, I think it turned out pretty well. So I was a little iffy on this unit at first, but I completely like him now. So with that said, we're also going to talk about Madara real quick too, just because I didn't get to earlier. This Madara, man, I love him. I loved him earlier, but I really think he's going to be viable. I do. Now, he's not going to be crazy like any Blazing Bash unit, of course, but I think this unit can find his use, especially if the next boost we get for the upcoming qualifying and Kage League is for bravery. This man's gonna be good. So he is at 315 speed already, like I said in my earlier video, but he has a boost of bravery speed by 15 to 25, similarly to Blazing Bash Ashura, and his buddy skill boosts bravery by 20. So that's not as helpful nowadays, because you have other units like Night Guy and Gaara that do it regardless of what element typing it is, but I could definitely see someone putting him in the last row with Minato, and that would be a great use of him, especially because you got to take into account this man's range is huge. So his ninjutsu for his first one does 4 times damage. It's AoE, which is really good, and it does a 75% chance of chakra recovery ceiling, although a lot of them have, you know, resistance to that for 5 turns. It also takes away 2 chakra, so another unit that steals chakra. So this is a good free-to-play option if you don't have Naruto. To be completely honest with you, I might use this man because I don't have Sage of 6 Paths Naruto, because he's really good. He's not 3-6 chakra, he's not nearly as fast, but he has more health, and I think he has his uses. Now, secret technique, 10 times to all, so AoE for both jutsu, I really like it, blows them away. 75% chance of speed reduction for 3 seconds, 75% chance of that. So I'm hoping that it's like a big speed reduction. I mean, probably not, it's a free-to-play unit, but it is for 3 seconds and takes away 3 chakra. That is very, very good. Now, he is a 4-8, so the chances of you getting his ult are very unlikely, but he does have a chakra reset, if I'm not mistaken, so he should be able to get it if you get your chakra lined up properly. But yeah, I love this Madara. He's really, really good, and I'm really glad with what they've done with it, to be honest. I'll talk about that in another video. We're focusing on Hashirama, so let's go ahead and jump into that now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the actual banner itself, and I'll go ahead and show you what I am thinking about this. Alright, so when it comes to Hashirama's banner, I'm just gonna flat out and say I like this banner a lot, and a lot of you might be surprised by that because Kaguya's banner, actually I think this banner is better than Kaguya's, yeah, but that's just because of one thing. They have Tsunade on this banner, man. That is a great incentive to jump into this. So first of all, let's go ahead and look at it. The ones that they have featured are Tsunade, Gaara, and Indra. Now Indra I don't really care for, but I don't have him, so it is kind of a plus for me. Then they have the rates up, and what I really like is they also brought back some old units, and a lot of people might look at this as something that's bad, but I don't. That Sakura is extremely good for healing, and so is Sage of 6 Paths Naruto. Even though he's not as prevalent as he used to be, he's still a really good unit for healing, and new players jumping into a banner definitely do need him, but you still have a chance for Tsunade and Gaara, which are really, really good units, probably the 2 best that are featured, and then you have Indra if you do need him, which is not a bad thing. I think the reason they might have done that is because I think Ashura's raid's back out, but it should be gone by the time this banner comes around on global. So there we go. That's a really good featured unit list that already has me in. I want Tsunade. And then on top of that, you're guaranteed 1, so 1 in 5 chance of getting Tsunade. Sakura and Sage of 6 Paths Naruto are probably the least ones you would want. I would say Sage of 6 Paths Naruto is better than Indra, to be honest, but I don't know, he's so old, a lot of us already have him, so you might not want him just for that reason alone. But on the 3rd, or the 7th step rather, you also have a 1 in 30 chance of getting one of the greats, so that's not bad at all. It does take you 300 pearls to go that far though, so there is that, and I'm just gonna flat out say it. This banner is worth summoning on, and I will tell you exactly why. I am going to be summoning on this on my main account. I should have enough to go at least to the 6th step. I want to try for the 7th step, but if not, then it is what it is. But yes, this banner is worth it, and I am definitely going to be summoning regardless, just because I think that it's a good thing to get our pearls out of the way now, because next month's Blazing Festival, it might be really, really good, but I think you should pass on it depending. We'll see what it is at the time. It's easy to say that now. But the month after that, when it's April, for those of you who are new to the game that don't know this, there's 3 main event periods throughout Blazing's yearly cycle. Anniversary, which is in August, which starts the newest cycle over again. New Year's, which is in like late December to January. And then the halfway mark between both of those is Golden Week, which is in the late kind of weeks of April, like April 20th around there, April 25th, I think they dropped it last year. So yeah, those are when the 2nd or 3rd round of this year kind of comes out for Blazing, and it'll be the last big banner hopefully before the 4th anniversary. So I recommend with this next month coming up for March, you save your pearls. Like if you spend all your pearls on that banner, you're probably not going to have enough when the next big banner comes out. So what I'm trying to say is, if I summon here on this banner now and I spend all my pearls, then if I skip next month's Blazing Festival, I'll have enough pearls for the following month, and you should be good like that. So that's why I recommend, if you really want to summon on this banner, it's not a bad thing at all. It's got a lot of great incentives. It has Tsunade, it has Hashirama, who's a really good unit, Gaara, and I think you should summon. Just because of what's coming, it's a good thing to get your pearls out of the way now if you want to go in on a Blazing Festival, and then shy away from next month, just so you'll be prepared for the following one, which should be extremely good. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up my thoughts. I'm really happy with what they did for this kind of week's events, I guess I should say. I really like Hashirama, I really like Madara, and I can't wait to get this on global. I'm not going to be summoning like I said on JP, but I will summon on global. So what I might do is save up my pearls on JP for next month's banner, so I can at least see what it's going to be. And then, like I said, when it comes to global, I'm just gonna go ahead and save up till then. I got 190 here, and we do still have Kage League next week, so I probably recommend saving up your pearls until you get your Kage League reward. Then you can jump back into the banner if you want. In my case, I'm probably gonna wait till I get my Kage League pearls, then I'll jump into the banner. We'll see what's up. But for right now, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just wait until that banner rolls around over here on my global account, and I'll jump into it. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're gonna be summoning for Hashirama if you haven't already on your JP account. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.